Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Uncle Matt's Cookery Lessons. Going to make a toad in the hole and some Yorkshire puddings. Alright then, let's make toad in the hole. What is it? It's the toad would be some meat and the hole would be Yorkshire pudding batter. I know, the name doesn't really make much sense, but that's what it is. I'm using here the measurement of volume rather than weight method. So whatever eggs you're using, get exact the measurement of them, the volume, and then do exactly the same volume of plain flour or all-purpose flour and exactly the same amount of milk. You can use, I use semi-skimmed, you can use whole milk, but you might want to replace some of the milk with water. So you can see those ingredients getting measured there. It doesn't really matter what you use. You can use a measuring jug like that, you can use a cup, I mean use a shoe, I don't care. As long as the volume is the same, your result should be reliable and consistent and decent. Anyway, so sifted the flour into the eggs, give that a really good beat, get that nice and smooth and velvety, nice homogeneous mixture, and then the milk will go into that. Bit of seasoning, that's probably about, I don't know, a teaspoon, just a little bit of salt flavour there. So I hear you asking, where does it come from, Uncle Matt? Well, it comes from the north of England, from Yorkshire originally. The earliest print I've seen, got it from Wikipedia here, will be 1747. Hannah Glass's The Art of Cookery, and she actually made pigeon in a hole, but it would later become known as toad in a hole or sausage toad. Right, that milk has gone in nice and smooth. I'm passing it through a sieve, and there were a couple of little bits of eggshell in there, so I'm glad I did that. That needs to go in the fridge at least half an hour, and we're going to get the sausages ready basically, and the gravy. Oh my god, the gravy for this is awesome. It's absolutely gorgeous. We're not going to cook these sausages all the way through. Plain old sausages, actually these are pork and apple I think, but whatever sausages you like, venison sausages, beef sausages, corn sausages, we're not prejudiced on this channel here, whatever you want really. And I say the original ones wouldn't necessarily be sausages, it'd be any cheap cuts of meat, some lamb, kidneys, whatever you got knocking around. Anyway, browned sausages. Don't clean that pan. If you do that, I'm afraid we're gonna might have to unsubscribe, because we need the fond from that pan to make this onion gravy taste more yummier. Nicely thinly sliced onions, a couple of medium white ones. With the grain, find that holds together a bit better. Hardy herbs, I've gone for some rosemary. I'm also going to put some sage in with this dish, and I'm going to put a couple of bay leaves in. I think hardy herbs are better with the slow cooking here, and this is going to be cooked. This gravy is going to be cooking for at least an hour. So let those onions deglaze the pan of that fond. Keep your eye on them. I had this on a medium heat, but I kept my eye on it. I kept stirring it. If you think you might not be looking after it quite so much, turn it down way low, let it go slowly, let those onions get really melty and absolutely gorgeous, and they're taking shape very nicely. Thanks again to Sunny from Cooking with Sunny for that little camera angle technique. I like that one, mate. Nice, I stole that from you, hope you don't mind. So yeah, give your onions a nice flip, and look at them, they're gorgeous. They're just about there now. Time for stage 2 of making this gravy. A little bit of butter makes it a little bit better. That's probably just about 10 grams. 1 tablespoon of flour. We're forming a roux here, folks, so just basically start off with getting it in the butter, but then give up and just make sure you get it evenly distributed throughout the onions and makers of Butcombe Ale. If you want to sponsor this channel, I'll find a way of getting that into anything. Puddings, salads, you name it. Give us a shout. And that's some chicken stock. Obviously, if you want to go full veggie, just use a vegetable stock. Absolutely fine. Just beware, if you're using a bouillon stock, always just really check the salt levels. And yes, that was a massive amount of lard. You could use oil for this, but the lard or drippings, if you use them, will give you a crispier batter. And then just say this is the batter, it's had half an hour or so resting. Pour it all the way around the outside, and then about just over maybe halfway up the side of the sausages, and that's ready for the oven. I've decided to, another little touch there, scatter some sage leaves on top, bang it in the oven, 190 degrees centigrade or 375 Fahrenheit, and that's going to take half an hour. It will take half an hour. It might look ready, but you've got to make sure you've cooked the batter through properly, because it will rise and then it will sink down. It will be all soggy and not very nice. Don't worry about trying to put your onion gravy into a jug. It doesn't work. As you can see, I'm getting in a right mess. But you know, it makes the video look better, I think. And I did a little bit of vegetables to make it more healthy. That's enough for two in this house anyway, maybe 3 or 4 in another house. And it is really nice and crispy on the outside, but all sort of soft and chewy on the inside. And then you can't really do this with finesse. This is not a restaurant dish. You just sort of dump a load of onion gravy all over the top, and that is peasant food, comfort food at its best. And yes, it tastes nice. Nice crispy and chewy batter, Yorkshire pudding batter, bit of sausage there, dip it in the gravy, bish bash bosh, proper nosh. So anyway, I deliberately made too much batter, so I thought, well, while we're at it, let's make Yorkshire puddings at the same time. So again, about a centimetre or so of oil, and this time I'm just using vegetable oil, high burning point oil. Batter into about 2/3 to 3/4 of the way up the side. I'm using a teaspoon there because I don't want to get little drips on the side, because if they set, they will sort of hold on to the Yorkshires and stop them from souffleing. And there you go, they souffle. But you may find they don't cook completely evenly, so some you'll see me do in a minute. I'll take the tray out and I'll rearrange them. But make sure you give them the full half an hour. That they need that to completely set along the sides. So that's me rearranging them, getting them back in for another 5 minutes, whatever it takes. And now they're done. There we go, folks. Yorkshire puddings and toad and hole in one video. You're welcome. And look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So thank you very much for watching this lesson of Uncle Matt's cookery lessons. I hope you enjoy it. Let me know how you get on if you have a go. And also, they are lovely with golden syrup. Oh yeah. Bye.